G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting on the rear bar, so I'm just going to show you. Cheers. Alright, bar is off. The plan is going to be, it's a 150 bar that's going to come all across here. Then at these 3 points, what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of like 3mm or 4mm or even 5mm flat plate, put it on, and we're going to weld a bit of like a 12mm bar that's going to come out, and that's going to be a recovery point that bolts into these 3 points on both sides. Then what will happen is when the bar, we're going to put the bar on and cut holes through these points. I hope I'm making sense here. And then once the bar goes on, we're going to weld into place, and then we're also going to build mounts that go under and under so that we can bolt top and bottom on both sides. And then and then on each side it's going to have the tire swing things. All right, that's kind of the idea. It means I don't have to butcher the back, and yeah. All right, I'm going to cover a few things that I've bought to help make this project happen. First up, safety goggles, booties for when I'm welding, because I keep getting welds in my boots, earmuffs, grinders, step bits, some cutting compound, flappy discs. I'm actually going gas for the welder, so I'm moving away from gasless, which is great. And then this is the bar. So 150, a bit of 12mm, bit of 5mm, and yeah, so I'll get stuck into it. Cut all the parts to make the recovery points. Let's do it. We're on. This is bloody brilliant. I love this idea. The only thought I've originally had is where my piece is going to go. So I'm thinking the piece is probably going to have to go there just because of the sheer size of it. But we'll, that's the other one there. So we'll bring it back to the bench and we'll see what we can work out with it. All right, we'll get this tacked in. First time using gas, so I'm gonna do a little trial and then we'll see what happens. We've got the first sections bolted in. Now I switched back to gasless, and I mean they're not great, but boy are they penetrated. They are in there, good as. So the great thing about this design is that once it goes on, there's still enough room to get access to these bolts to take the whole thing off. I'm happy. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. These need a bit of a bash across just to get them straight again after welding. But this is gonna look cool as fuck. on. It's pretty level. It looks decent, like, looks massive, but I think that when I dock that, and I put some lights and number plate and then build everything around it, I reckon it'll be pretty cool. Even if it isn't, I'm only $150 in the can, so I really don't care. This is fucking mad. Alright, so this morning I put up a couple of changes of plans. I did say that I was going to reroute these and run them through the channels, but as I originally thought, it doesn't work. The engine mounts are running through there and I would have to cut them off. Obviously can't happen. So this is the plan I'm going with. Alright, so I've tried this. I've flipped the mounts, flipped the bar. It actually sits a lot higher, and to be honest, I kind of prefer it. I'm going to try and find a way to make it work. Here's my thing. Oh, millimeters, like 2 or 3 millimeters. So I think I'm definitely going to consider cutting those a little bit higher, drop that down just 5 mil, and go with that look. It's way better. And then I got to rethink these mounts. Alright, one done. Man, those things, whatever they are a pain to get out. So I'm going to leave them in and drill them out. Maybe just drill 2 out and then put the third one in, because all 3 don't actually meet up for the 60mm or 65mm bar that I've got. And then I'll put the bar on the outside. So I'll come over into the other one and come back to you. Alright, both are off. We'll get the bar back on and measure up what size parts. What I might even do is sort of like try and finalize its position and actually put the bar in place. No, I want to drill first. Okay, let's put the bar on. Alright, brand new strategy. These will stay and they will get cut as mounts, so not as recovery points. I am going to be building these, which will get welded into place. Now, Jesus. So the idea behind this is that pulling this way, away from the chassis, I'm going to get that protective force from those screws. So either way, I've got mounts this way and this way, which means I'm going to have shear protection on everything. And I'm also like cross mounting everything, which I think is a really good idea. I'm going to put the brace on and then measure up, and then these are going to get cut through the bottom like that and then get welded in. So let's do that. The last little bit of section, I'm actually going to put a piece along here to pick up just these 2 bolts here. Alright, so that's going to get bolted through, welded both sides. This is going to get welded, cut, flush, welded both sides. Cut, flush, welded both sides. This is out of square. I reckon I'm just going to have to move it over and then we'll have to weld it out. The last little piece we're going to make is just to go across here, and that's all the mounting points in position. It's higher up now. I'm happy with how it looks. I think I've got a really stronger chassis connection now. And then yeah, once we tuck that in like that, and then put the Tyre mount carrier. This thing's gonna look mint. All right, I'm cooked. I'm going into eat some dinner and edit some videos and upload this tonight. So see you there.